How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be heading into part 2 of What If Bardock Gave Raditz His Foresight. Last episode we dealt with Raditz getting his powers and traveling off to Earth to recruit his brother into his cause. If you missed that, then make sure to click the link up above to check it out. The last part blew the like goal out of the water with over 1,000 likes. Thank you all so much for that, and if you want to see a second part, let's see if we can get this video to 600 likes, as soon as we get that, I'll make sure to work on another part. This scenario was suggested by my former patron, Chandler Draws Things. So, if you want to get your own what if turned into a video just like this one, then make sure to join all these guys on screen here to pledge. It would really mean a lot. With all that out of the way, let's head right back into this scenario. Raditz has landed on Earth after escaping the Saiyans. He's already well aware of his brother's failure to take control of the planet, but that's not an issue to him. If they want to take down the Saiyans and eventually Frieza, they're going to need all the help they can get. Due to his foresight onto abilities he's seen his brother achieve, he managed to learn how to sense energy, so he doesn't need a scouter to find his brother. He can sense two relatively large powers close together. It seems that they're locked in combat, so he flies over there as fast as he can. Raditz flies over to the energies and finds that he has come across a tournament arena, and for the first time in person he sees his brother, though he's fighting the green alien guy he saw in his visions. That's right, Raditz has shown up earlier than he was supposed to during the Piccolo Jr. arc. I figured Raditz would come earlier than in canon, but I didn't want to make it too early, so I decided to put him here. Plus, this is the arc that Toriyama said he wanted to reveal what Goku was as a Saiyan, so let's just put him here. Goku and Piccolo immediately stop fighting and look up at the large energy in the sky. Raditz flies down in front of his brother and gives him a hug, saying he's so happy to finally meet him. Goku is very confused on what is happening, with everybody else remaining at the tournament confused along with him. Raditz introduces himself as Goku's brother, and that he really needs his help. His brother? Goku is very surprised to hear that he has a brother, as he thought he didn't have any family. Piccolo tries to push Raditz aside for getting in the way of their fight, so Raditz just casually smacks him away and Piccolo goes flying out of the ring. The others look in shock on how easy Piccolo was just thrown aside, and Goku is very surprised too on his brother's strength, though he still really does want to fight it out with Piccolo, so he tells his brother he can talk with him after he's done with his match. Raditz says this really can't wait, as sooner or later Vegeta is going to find him, and when he does, they're all gonna die. Goku considers stopping the match to hear him out, but Piccolo bursts out of the rubble in rage, charging towards Raditz. Goku yells at him to stop, and Raditz just easily dodges him, with Piccolo flying right into the debris. He turns around and begins swinging at the Saiyan, with him parrying all of his attacks. As Raditz looks at Piccolo, he begins to get more visions. Visions of that horrible day he has seen countless times, the day of his death. He finally sees who's fired that spiraling beam of death at him. It was Piccolo. "It was you! You're the one who kills me," Raditz yells out, and he slams Piccolo into the ground. Raditz begins to beat down on Piccolo in rage, saying that he's not going to let him kill him or his brother, and he's gonna pay. Goku tries to push Raditz off of him, as he can't kill him. Raditz tells his brother this has to be done, as if he doesn't, then they're all dead. Goku yells that if Piccolo dies, then Kami will die too, and they'll lose the Dragon Balls along with them. The Dragon Balls? He's heard of these before. He dreamed about them in visions. They seem very important. Raditz stops beating on Piccolo, who's already unconscious, and asks what these Dragon Balls are. After getting a short explanation, Raditz is ecstatic. These Dragon Balls can bring others back to life? Excellent! With this kind of power, then they don't need to worry too much on dying to Frieza, as they can just be brought back and fight again. Goku tells him it's not that easy, and they really need to talk more, but right here isn't the place. Unfortunately for Goku, Piccolo is totally out cold and out of the ring, so he can't fight anymore. Technically he won, but he didn't really get his own victory. He goes over to Piccolo to give him a senzu, saying he's sorry their fight got interrupted, and if he wants to keep fighting, that they can. Piccolo looks at Goku, and then at Raditz. He knows that he can't win this right now, and in anger, flies away to fight another day. With Piccolo gone, Goku's declared the winner of the tournament by forfeit, and him and Raditz get to talking over a big dinner. During this dinner, Raditz explains everything about the Saiyans, Bardock, his future vision, everything, while Goku explains what's been going on here and what the deal is with the Dragon Balls. They learn quite a lot about each other, and everybody is really surprised to learn that Goku is an alien, and his real name is Kakarot. A lot of information at once, but this whole Saiyan and Frieza thing does seem like a big issue. They're going to need a lot of help, and Goku tells them that they can train up at Kami's lookout to try and get stronger. As with his training, then maybe they can be a match for the Saiyans. Raditz tells him that he's seen the future. Even if they go that route, they're not powerful enough to take them down. They need to go down a different path. He's seen some kind of room that you can go inside of to get more powerful, and if that rings any bells. Kami tells him that's the hyperbolic time chamber up on his lookout, and if you can head inside there, you can train for a year in a day. He only wants others to use it under extreme emergencies, as it's a very dangerous room, and this seems like an emergency, so he'd allow them inside. Goku isn't too thrilled to go back inside that room as it almost killed him the last time, but since his brother is super powerful, he should be able to last a lot longer inside this time. Goku has to apologize to Chi-Chi as they can't go off together just yet, but she can come up to the lookout with them. Chi-Chi agrees to this and the others say goodbye and good luck to them as they head on up. Hey everybody, sorry to interrupt the video, but it's sponsorship time. This video is sponsored by Fandom Ion, who sells some really great anime and manga merch, and a bunch of other cool merch for some pretty cool prices, such as Marvel merch as well for all you Marvel nerds like me. If you want to get these fine items for an even lower price, then make sure you click the link in the description down below and put in a discount code DAMON for not 5% off, but 10% off of your order. Again, that's code DAMON for 10% off of your order. Hopefully, you won't regret your purchases. Now, let's get back into the video. Once inside the time chamber, Raditz is horrified on how much pressure is inside of here. No wonder it'll make for good training. An entire year with his brother will be amazing too, as he'll finally get to know him personally, and not just through the visions that pass through his head. The two begin their training and socializing at the same time, with them becoming pretty close while they're in the chamber. They talk more about the Saiyans, and Goku asks if they really should try and take out this guy called Vegeta, as if he's as strong as his brother says, then maybe they can recruit him to help take him down. Raditz doesn't think they'll ever be able to get him on their side, as he's way too proud and cocky for his own good. He even killed his only friend for trying to protect him years back, and has seen that his other comrade, Sampa, will die if he's not around. He's made his peace with that, but Vegeta will let them all die if he's had the chance. And they can't take that. Goku understands that this guy sounds like bad news, so they continue to train together in here in hopes of being able to do this by themselves. Now, let's talk about how strong these two getting this year. So, Raditz was doing some extra training out in space before he came to Earth, so was already stronger before he went to the chamber. I'm gonna say he managed to get to 2.5 thousand. Goku before he went in was much weaker at around 352. It took a little bit for Raditz to whip his brother into shape and get him to be as powerful as he was, which kind of diminished some gains from Raditz, but as we know, Goku is an extremely fast learner, and manages to catch up pretty fast. So, in the first few months, Goku would definitely grow to be on Raditz's level. Plus, it helps that Raditz can see into the future, so he can see what himself and Goku need to improve on. Over the course of this year, I'm gonna say that they each get a 5.5 times increase in power, which would put Raditz at around 13,750, and Goku at around 8,250. Giant increases, I know, but that's just the beauty of the time chamber. Once the two exit, they are stronger than ever. And Raditz knows that they can both beat Nappa now, but still aren't going to be able to defeat Vegeta. If they can't beat Vegeta, then they have no hope against Frieza. They need to get even stronger. He also noticed how Kami permanently removed Goku's tail, which is a load of crap. He just sealed it off from regrowing on its own, but with a pair of pliers, they should be able to bring it back out. Goku knows about the Great Ape transformation now, and once Raditz told him about it, he was crushed to learn that he was actually the one who killed his grandpa, and thankfully, Raditz comforted him, as that happens to many Saiyans their first time transforming. He's here though, to help him control this power, as while training, he also trained his mind to keep himself in check in the form. With them having control over the Great Ape form, that means that they may have a chance against Frieza. This is when Raditz begins to scream in pain as he gets another vision. He sees Vegeta and Nappa both making their way to Earth, to find Raditz and kill him from abandoning them. Goku asks his brother what's wrong, and Raditz says that the two are coming to the planet now. He didn't expect this, but they apparently did think to go after him. He knows they're coming soon, but doesn't know how soon, so they need to get into the hang of the Great Ape fast. Raditz, Kami, and Chi-Chi tie Goku to a boulder to yank his tail back out, which is extremely painful for Goku, but to keep reassuring him that it'll be better in the long run. Raditz and Goku then fly down to Earth where Kami instructed them to go, and Raditz says that they'll need to master the form to be able to defeat these incoming Saiyans. Raditz summons a spirit ball and throws it up into the air and transforms into a Great Ape. Raditz and Goku begin their Great Ape training to prepare for the Saiyans, and that's where we're going to be leaving things for right now. Hope you all enjoyed Raditz coming to Earth to train his brother for the upcoming Saiyan threat. A threat that is coming quite a few years earlier too. So, how's that gonna go? Well, if you want to find out faster, then make sure to like this video and subscribe. If this video gets 600 likes, then I'll make sure to work on the next part. Thank you all so much for watching, and until we meet again. See you later!